This is a podcast from Torfaen Voluntary Alliance. Hello, I'm Patrick Downs. Welcome to Word from the Third, where we'll be taking a look at all the big stories and news from the third sector here in Torfaen.
A little bit different then on Word from the Third today. This event today is all about your voice, your Blaenavon, finding out what people in the town want. There's quite a few people around you at the moment. We're looking at Torfaen Sports Development, also Gwent Police are here, Citizens Advice, the Health Board are here too. We'll be talking with more of those people during the course of this podcast today. So I've been joined now by Lydia from Bron. Now Lydia, tell me what you're doing here today.
So we've got tenancy support here, so all of our tenants get any support around their tenancy, any rent arrears they might have. We can also signpost to mental health support, financial support, you name it, we can offer that support, whether it, short-term financial support in terms of food parcels, etc. And then I've also got the community development team with me, and we are signing up to our Your Voice project, and that is a forum for all of our tenants and leaseholders to be part of the changes going forward with Blaenavon. Any policy changes, any new systems that we have, they've got that opportunity to have their say and test those alongside us as well.
So if people want to learn more about Your Voice, how do they do that?
So they can contact me on Facebook through the Community Create page on Facebook. We're also on Twitter. We've also got the Blaenavon website as well.
And now I've been joined by the team from Untitled Chapter Health Board. I'm joined by...
My name's Claire.
My name's Alison.
Now, can you tell me what you're doing here today?
From Untitled Chapter, we are engaging with the public about the service changes that have been going on since the Grange University Hospital has opened in Crosscaeliog in Bron, because there has been some uncertainty as to where people can go to access the right treatment at the right time, and we are also offering some form of recruitment as well.
Now, I also noticed you're talking about the WhatsApp messaging service here today. What exactly is that all about?
Members of the public can join our WhatsApp service, where the latest Health Board news is then sent directly to your phone, which you're able to share them with other people who haven't got access to it.
So as you said, there's been a lot of changes in the last couple of years, especially with the Grange opening too. How can people find out more? How can they learn more?
It's definitely by sharing a lot within your community, but also if anybody is ever within any uncertainty as to how to get the right treatment, use 111, so 111 should be your first point of call, as long as you're not suffering with anything critical, because if it's anything that's life-threatening, it's obviously going to be 999, but use the right service at the right time, which tends to be 111 if you know that you need to be seen by a hospital, or it's going to be a GP.
And I've moved on to the Citizens Advice little desk, little stand. They actually share a building with us at the TVA, but I'm joined now by Lisa. Hello.
Hello.
So what are we doing here today?
So we are here recruiting volunteers and just explaining some of the projects that we do and how we can assist the community in Blaenavon and throughout Torfaen. So we've got a big focus on energy and energy saving measures at the moment because people are struggling with gas and electricity and cost of living rises. So that's what we're doing.
So aside from here, how do people contact CAB on a day-to-day basis?
So we can be contacted via our advice line number, which is on our leaflets here. Do you want me to read it out? Yeah. So 0808 278 7935. And we've also got an admin line, a reception line that we can arrange appointments on that line as well. So 01633 876 121.
This podcast is produced by TVA, Torfaen Voluntary Alliance.
I've been doing a little bit of a wandering around inside the Workman's Hall today for Word from the Third, a part of this event here in Blaenavon. I've caught up now with Mel Rees from Communities for Work Plus, Torfaen. Hello, Mel.
I'm fine, thank you. It's a lovely busy day here in Blaenavon Workman's Hall. Lots of people present and loads of support available.
So tell me a little bit about what you can offer and what you offer currently in Blaenavon and across Torfaen in general.
We've just started a new Wednesday wellbeing hub down in the Woodland Sports and Social Centre. That's on a Wednesday. We've got Kay there doing her fitness in the morning. We've got all the mentors downstairs as well on hand to give advice and guidance. It could be for employment, it could be for financial hardship, it could be for childcare, any barriers that anybody is facing to get back into employment, then we're there to help support them to get back into a career path of their choice.
So if people want to contact you, how do they go about that?
So we've got a Facebook page, and you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn.
Mel, thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm joined now by Hannah and Leanne from the Community Connectors that are here today in Blaenavon Workman's Hall. And I just really want to talk about today what exactly does the Community Connectors do here in the borough?
So we work with people in Torfaen who are over the age of 18, who are lonely, isolated, might have lost links with the community or moved to the area, to help isolation and loneliness, and we get people into groups and activities in the community and hopefully improve their well-being by doing so.
So Leanne, what else do you do to help support people?
Okay, so we've set up some of our own groups as well. So if we've noticed that there's a gap in a community and people have told us that there's something they'd like which isn't already there, we'll do what we can to set something up or work with our partner organisations to get something set up.
And if people want to learn more about the kind of groups that you're talking about there, where do they go?
They can contact us directly. There's a telephone number.
Which is 01495 742 397.
Yeah, or they can email us at communityconnectors@torfaen.gov.uk.
So I'm back in the main hall of the Blaenavon Workman's Hall, and I've been joined by...
I'm PC Mike Hiscox. I work at Gwent Police for a department called We Don't Buy Crime. It's quite a new initiative department. It's primarily crime reduction. Some of the work we do involves working with victims of crime and trying to reduce the chance of them being victims again by providing them with smart water or perhaps target harding to try and improve their security. We provide deterrent signage to make the criminals aware that we have provided them with smart water so their products are marked and easily traced back to them if they would be stolen again.
So can you explain a little bit more about smart water? I've seen a lot about it on social media, but what does it do exactly?
Smart Water is a company and they produce a number of products, and it's a liquid, and they will produce a set number of, well, not a set number, they produce a number of products that we can buy as a members of the public or the police can provide. Each bottle is different from the next in the contents and how it's made up. So if you were to mark an item with one bottle and then a separate bottle, when we take scrapings, we can trace each individual marking back to the person the initial bottle was registered to. So the marking kits can come in the form of small kits for personal people, whether that's for push bikes, motorbikes, or the home. So you mark your laptops, you can mark your phones, your smartwatches, jewellery. It dries clear, but it shows up yellow under UV light. They also make products for catalytic converters. So we do run events for cat marking, for push bike marking, where you can bring your car or your bike along and you can mark that free. Keep an eye on our Twitter page, that's at GP_WDBC. And look out for our marking events and pop along.
Brilliant, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, okay.
Hi, okay. Right, okay. What's your name, sorry?
Catherine.
Okay. So I'm also joined right now in the hall by Gwent Police. Now, can you tell me who you are and what you're doing here today?
Yeah, sure. My name's Catherine. I'm one of the police community support officers, and I cover Blaenavon area. We've come up today just to engage with all the other partner agencies, and everybody's here. A lot of our work is, certainly for me covering Blaenavon, is sort of engaging with youths, dealing with sort of calls of antisocial behaviour that we're getting, when we do get quite a number of those. So it's working with the children themselves, with the partner agencies. The Hub are here, for example. We work with those just to try and sort of help sort of facilitate things for them to do, engage with them, try and break down barriers in communicating with youth, and try and resolve any issues of antisocial behaviour which are currently ongoing.
So I suppose an event like this today is one way to break down that barrier, isn't it?
Absolutely, definitely. We've had people attending the stall. It's a good way of sort of developing sort of communications with, the younger people who've approached us and building sort of community relationships with them. Everybody who's come here today has been very sort of engaging and wanting to have a nice time.
If people want to learn more and know more, where do they go?
We've got the Gwent Police. There's Facebook page, Twitter page, the online, obviously. Just by all means have a look on social media and follow us on those.
Brilliant, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
This is a podcast from Torfaen Voluntary Alliance.
So moving around the hall in the Workman's Hall today, part of the Blaenavon Your Voice event, I'm joined by Rodri from the Gwent and Police and Crime Commissioner. What are you here today for?
To hear the views of local people, tell them about our office, sign them up to our channels, and offer them crime prevention items and advice.
So what kind of things have people been talking to you about in Blaenavon?
Some low-level ASB issues, youth provisions, and the need for investment across all public services.
So if people outside of this event today, if they want to learn more about what the PCC does in Gwent, how do they go about that?
Obviously we've got a website, we have the standard social media channels, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and we also do a weekly e-bulletin the residents can sign up to in English or Welsh, and that's just a selection of stories, opinions, crime prevention, advice from the week. And they can sign up to that at the PCC website, which is www.gwent.police.uk.
Perfect, thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
So in Blaenavon Your Voice today, I've been joined by Hannah from the Hub. Now, tell us about the work that you do here in Blaenavon.
Yes, so we work and support young people aged 11 to 25. We run 3 evenings a week of open access provision for young people. We partner with the Youth Service and various other organisations doing school provision, alternative curriculum provision, open access. We do a Young Ambassadors programme, which is it happens on a Wednesday evening, where young people come to learn about heritage. Mostly support for young people.
So tell us a little bit about St David's Day. That was a pretty big day for the Hub, wasn't it?
It was a very, very big day. It was lovely that the Royals wanted to come out and meet a really small charity to find out sort of what we're doing in Blaenavon. It all came about through the Young Ambassadors programme that happens on a Wednesday. They met the Lord Lieutenant at a TVA Awards evening, who introduced them. So the Royals were invited up to come and chat to us and see what we do, and some of the young people made some Welsh cakes with them, which was lovely. Prince William made some really thin Welsh cakes, it was really nice to have them up. They were really nice, really humble people, and we love being able to sort of chat to them about what we do.
So his Welsh cakes were rather thin, but how nice were they to meet?
They were absolutely lovely. They were really, really engaging with the young people and with staff. They asked some lovely questions and were genuinely interested about the work that we do, which meant a lot to us.
And it's the kind of day really for the kids they're never going to forget, are they?
Absolutely not. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and they were all very starstruck and very humbled by the experience. Staff and young people.
Hannah, thank you.
Oh, no problem at all, thank you.
So we're moving around inside the Workman's Hall, and I've come across Joe from the Torfaen Employability Team. Now, tell me more about what you're doing here today.
Okay, so we're here today to promote a new project which is called CALS, and this is a project which is just a very short-term project to see if indeed if it's needed. And at the moment we've got a walk going on in Forgeside on a Tuesday 1 till 3. We've also got adult community learning, which is in all of the boroughs. So it's up in Blaenavon, it's in Pontypool, and it's in Cambran. And we've got the classes for those. And myself and Vince are just here to let people know what it is that Bridges into Work do, what NET does, which is Nurture, Equip and Thrive, and what Work and Skills for Adults provide, which is any support anybody needs, being in work or not. I'm health and wellbeing, so we do walks and mindfulness and anything that people need to do.
So if people want to contact you, what do they need to do?
They just need to pick up the phone and call 01633 647 743, and that's all they need to do.
So I've come to the relative quiet of Blaenavon Workman's Hall, and I'm joined now by Torfaen Libraries. And from Torfaen Libraries is...
Bettina.
So Bettina, tell me more about the services you do here in Blaenavon and across the borough.
Okay, so there's 3 libraries in Torfaen. So Cymran, Pontypool and Blaenavon. Blaenavon Library is situated in the Heritage Centre, which is lovely because we can all share resources, and it's just a beautiful space for people to come and visit. We do lots and lots for the community, lots probably more than people realise. So we have rhyme time sessions, we have story and craft, we have a family history session every week, which is very useful if people are looking to do their family history or they've got an interest in local history. Everything is free, so it's a no-brainer to join your library. We're very good at signposting, so if people want to come and ask questions about anything, we may not have the answers, but we can find out where they need to go, to find out the answers. And it's just a really warm, welcoming, safe, lovely place to come and choose gorgeous books, audio books, lots of things. I could go on forever. I'm not going to take any more time up.
Bettina, thank you.
All right, thank you.
So as part of the Your Voice, Your Blaenavon event today, I've now been joined by Healthy Blaenavon, Rebecca Smith, and Emma Davis-McIntosh from Aneurin Bevan Health Board. Now, I'll start with Rebecca. Can you tell me what today's event is about?
Is giving the voice to the community so they can come in and chat to us about things that they are concerned about, find out about what's going on in Blaenavon, and just really get to know some of the partners. I think the conversations I've had today is that sometimes people feel like when they comment on Facebook or they try to find the right agency that it goes out into the ether and they don't feel like they're heard. And I think from some of the people I've spoken today that they've got some answers very quickly from coming today, having the agencies here. So
there are quite a few partners here today. What is going to be the future then for Healthy Blaenavon, for example?
So it's always been intended that Healthy Blaenavon was the brand name for integrated wellbeing networks, and integrated wellbeing networks, very kind of professional, theoretical language for everybody working together collectively in the community for wellbeing. And we've done some amazing work over the past 3 years, but the Healthy Blaenavon ethos has become associated with Rebecca. And what we actually want is for the culture, the way that Rebecca works, we want that way of working to spread across all of our partners, whether it's the police, whether it's social care, the third sector, the doctors, etc. And we're seeing elements of that. And community members are actually commenting to us that they're starting to see a shift in the way agencies work within Blaenavon. So for us, the next steps is to really embed that across partners and continue with our networking of partners, continuing with the collaboration of partners to tackle the real issues for the community. And then alongside that, today is about starting that community conversation. So we don't want to use language such as consultation and engagement. We want to have a genuine conversation with the community, find out what matters to them, and with our network of partners who are all signed up to the Healthy Blaenavon brand, really start to respond to the challenges in this community, but also to build on the strengths.
So yeah, there are definitely a lot of challenges within Blaenavon. Going forward with this kind of event, do you see any more events happening like this today?
Yeah, so we began some community conversations pre-COVID, which sort of took small pockets of the community, like the youth group, some family clubs, our older generation as part of intergenerational work, and we got them together and just had small sort of conversations. And I think this will run alongside some of the larger conversations like we've had today. So I think, for me, I think that this will happen more regularly. It will become something that people will become more aware of and turn up to, so they know that these events are where they can get their voice heard. But I think this is part of what we're going to do in future. So there's lots of different conversations going on. So I tend to do conversations as part of my everyday work, and they all build up together then. So I attend lots of sessions, build up relationships with people, gather the information that way, and then we sort of do more formal days like today, and the nice evening conversations that we have, around food and those sorts of things as well.
So if people want to find out more about the Healthy Blaenavon project and forthcoming events, for example, where do they need to go and find them?
Well, I would say for digitally, the best place to look would be the Healthy Blaenavon Facebook page and the Healthy Blaenavon website. We have what's on board at the resource centre, which is near the doctors, that people can access, and we're trying to get more leaflets out and about as well, so that everybody has access to the information.
So the website again is?
It's healthyblaenavon.co.uk.
Rebecca and Emma, thank you very much. And with that is the end of this very special Word from the Third podcast from Blaenavon Workman's Hall as part of the Your Voice, Your Blaenavon event today. Thanks to everybody who took part, from the likes of Bron, Afon, Citizens Advice, Gwent, Police Crime Commissioner, and also Anara Bevan and Healthy Blaenavon, of course. Until the next time, I'm Patrick Downs. Thanks for checking me out. And don't forget, if you want to contact TVA, Torfaen Voluntary Alliance, for anything regarding the third sector here in Torfaen, get in touch regarding funding, volunteering, any kind of support or governance. info@tvawales.org.uk. You can also find us on social media, on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter @TVA Wales, or of course on the website. It's all there at tvawales.org.uk. This podcast is produced by TVA, Torfaen Voluntary Alliance.